Xavier, why? Why red cabbage juice?
He's
It's shaved ice. They're like, Rizzo,
It doesn't need to be red cabbage juice. Oh God, Xavier. God, just get some dye number 30. It's fine. We're all dying on an entropic planet anyway.
The best bit is his face, though. Because he's like, I can do more than just knife work. And I was like, oh, baby.
No,
honey.
baby. No.
Honey lamb.
I'm scared to have... I refuse to let him into my kitchen, into my home. But hey, we're back on our bullshit! Woo!
We're back on our bullshit! Woo!
Yeah! Happy to be back. Still got Band-Aids on my nose.
Still got a Band-Aid on your nose.
So cute. I love the mouse that's slowly creeping over Zayne. Like, hello. I will touch you. I want to touch you.
The volume is going red practically every time we talk, so I was trying like, can I
That's fine.
Make it less
I'll
angry?
balance the audio after. It's cool. We always go red, babe. I always do audio edits after.
I know, but I can.
For now, be free. Love your life. Don't look at the red. See, look at my red. Ah.
It's art. Look at the red.
Look at it's art. It's a dye 90, whatever it is. Something that fucking Xavier would put into food.
Red 40 is what
it's red 40. I'm sorry. I'm reading. I did every number, but
but the correct one. It's cool.
Red 27.
Did you think were you like flashing to blackjack or something?
Maybe. I was playing roulette. All of it on 00 black.
Go now.
Probably got that wrong too. Anyway, whatever. Hi, Mama. How are you?
Hi, darling.
Hello, Zayne. You look fantastic and are far too small on my screen right now. And I don't know why.
So cute.
He's so handsome. You got all the good Lucios out too.
Oh, I know.
I feel weird shooting them because I am a hunter. It's like when people teach their pets the whole shoot them and they die. I'm like, why would you do that? I feel like we're teaching our pet
torture.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm sure fucking Caleb's like, ah! Like,
oh no, you missed it. I showed off because
I saw it. Don't worry.
So
it was very cute. It was very cute. Is it your new favorite? Rapport. Oh wait, sorry. What is it? Relaxed time.
It's a relaxed time, and it's the freeze version. I mean, it's okay. So it's a hard toss up between. Come here, Caleb.
You can just hit the meet now button. It's a new quality of life. Hey, his abs are still out.
Yes, his abs are always still out. Look at this.
I know, it was adorable.
His voice, children, but look at this. This is so freaking adorable. So it's a hard toss up between this, which is just
Sylus.
Precious as all get out, and then you've got. Where am I? Come here, Sylus. Come here.
He's got a look today. That is a body chain.
That is a body chain.
Does that come with that outfit? I feel like that does not.
Yes, it does. That
really?
with the outfit.
He's just wearing that underneath?
He has
Man, he had a plan. He had a plan for that date.
I'm not mad about any of it.
He was like, open my shirt, baby. Okay.
He worked hard on that Dorito. He gets to decorate it.
He does. I mean, you know what, everyone? Y'all get to decorate your Dorito any way you want. It's your body. You do it.
Thing for me to yank on, and I'm totally down for that cause. But like, okay, so you have Caleb's who's super cute, and then it's like, here's Sylus's.
Oh, I love this one.
Right to the head.
Come at me, bro. Come at me,
bro. And then
and then you squeeze his nose. So
he's like, I was being hot and sexy, and then you ruined it.
I know.
Kitten, the things I put up with.
For the kitten.
For the
meow
kitten.
meow, motherfucker. Meow meow.
Meow meow, motherfucker. Meow meow.
Ah.
But I will bring.
Look, you made it through a Zayne world underneath today. He had like 3 lines that were tragic and heartbreaking, but like, it was Grayson.
It was Grayson. It was just as fucking tragic.
I know, you were just sobbing. Just pure sobs, guys. The whole world. Mama has finished World Underneath through 30 finally. And finally. Just sobbing. She's like, give me the dream axolotls. Oh my god, let me talk Caleb lore. Xavier's mom was fed to the planet. I'm still standing by that.
Oh, I was doing so good on Xavier's because we went back and reread 25. I said I was going to do it, and we did it. And I was doing so good. I was like, we're rolling through, we're doing the thing. There's some melancholy happening, and there's some questions and implications that I had. And then we hit the letter from his mom, and I'm like, I'm out.
you got Dear Xavier, and then it was just God. And we were all trying to warn you. We were like, be ready. It's gonna be rough.
Well, and Frost was
why does no one listen to me? When I told Syer the game download took forever, he was like, it's fine, I'll do it on stream 2 hours later.
2 hours later. Oh God, Syer. He's been on voice chat where we've all talked about the size of the game, which is why I don't understand. And I'm like,
he's
Syer.
A dude. He miscalculates the size of things. I'm sorry, Syer.
Damn!
I love you, buddy. I love you. I'm sorry. I'll edit that out.
Objects in the mirror are bigger than they are in real life, FYI, gentlemen. Jesus.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a bad man.
After all the help and the patience that man has shown both of us.
You know he says the same shit about me. Come on.
And
sorry,
you're non-existent
you're
dick?
I didn't say that part. Well, yeah, my non-existent dick intimidates a lot of men, apparently. And I step on them. Okay.
But you enjoy that.
I don't know.
You do.
I'm confused.
Are you? Are you really?
Am I? Speaking of Syer, he's coming back next week to do another playthrough. We hooked him, ladies. Moving right along.
To be insulted once more.
To be insulted once more. No.
But yes, no, we've hooked him. We've landed another one. We absolutely have. He's intrigued, and I love it.
He's
and
intrigued.
What I'm most eager to see is
I love the fact that he was surprised. He was intrigued. Much intrigue.
Such wow.
What happened? Zany Poo, you all right, buddy? He's like, I don't want to talk about dicks.
There may have been a tiny god who was like, cord? And I was like, no. And he was like, yes.
Thanks. Bink's like, I love you on the podcast now. Meow.
Meow, meow. Oh, no, he's just... God,
he's Binksing.
Like... He's Binksing. And then, earlier he was like, hey, are you trying to do something really important? I'm going to headbutt the controller while you're holding it, and you can die.
Of course. That's how your cat rolls. My cat just lays on your legs like, and this is where I die.
Syer's coming back. I'm excited for that.
And Syer, plug your ears momentarily, if you are listening. He fucking got everyone. Like, nail on the fucking head. What the shit?
His character reading skills are incredible. I was like, yes, you and I, we are friends. I adore this. His character reads are so well. But, I mean, he's also an author. So...
Yes, I know.
He's a writer.
Sorry, you can listen now.
You can listen now. But yeah, no, he is on point. He was very on point in his character reads. And what was interesting wasn't so much his read on the characters, was the reasoning behind his read. That I was like, oh, that's a perspective I don't have, but that's accurate.
It was really fun because, like, I could see the game designer in him picking apart the scene of, like, why they chose, like, his explanation of Xavier right off the bat, where he's, like, sleeping in the Luminivores and all that. And his, not just his analysis from, being an author, doing all of that work, but additionally being a game developer and noticing, like, oh, why did they put this here? What is this element doing here? It's been fun to do this with him from that perspective. And also it's really his first mobile game, which that's been unique.
And I was laughing. He's like, oh, there's actual story. I'm like, yeah, babe. This isn't a surface.
It's not just porn.
It's not just porn. It's not like, and so we walked down the street. Cue Pornhub sound. Like it's there's actual plot and world building and stuff in here, which is to me still one of the most surprising things. Like, it's not just a vehicle for, like, let's go on a date. There's genuine conspiracy, there's flushed out world building, there's character arcs and evolutions. Even the freaking NPCs get
absolutely
time to shine. They're not just there in passing. Like, you know, Yvonne and Grayson aren't
I'm
Zayne's
Yvonne and
fluffers.
Grayson.
Like, they're not there to just fluffing.
Did you just call Yvonne and Grayson Zayne's fluffers?
Yes, I did.
Oh my god. Luke and Kieran are Syluses? I can't. Oh. What is it? Liam and Viper for Caleb?
Oh god. Not Viper. No. Viper's fluffing Professor Lucius.
Fair enough.
He's got some twisted daddy issues he's got to work through.
What's up?
Oh my god, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah and Isaiah. Hey, babe.
Hey.
We gotta stop. This
got weird.
I'm gonna have to put a definition of fluffer up on the screen now.
Not to be confused with a fluffernutter. No, they're actually...
Which is delicious.
Which is very yummy. Big fan.
One you eat, the other eats you?
You?
I don't know. You know what? This is going down a path where I would like to quit the podcast 11 minutes in. And I'm good.
You know, it's been a while.
Look what you've done, Syer. I blame you.
It's been a while since I've taken you on a garden path. I was just, you know.
I know.
I'm offering some stuff up. But... But no, the NPCs get built out. And so it was really fun for me watching the stream and watching Syer be like, oh, fuck, plot. And I'm like, yeah, babe, plot.
Oh my god, his read on Nero was fucking hilarious.
Oh, it was so good.
What is wrong with him? He's a gay man. Just immediately.
Just straight up.
I was like,
that is a
whoa!
gay man.
I was like, you would know, so I can't argue. Like, it was hilarious. Fucking hilarious.
My radar has gone off. There's a disturbance in the queer force. I recognize one of our own.
It was so funny. The other thing that one, like, as the game was loading, we were talking about this, specifically about the genre of, I'm like, yes, it is primarily an otome game. Gentle reminder, everyone, gacha is a mechanic, not a fucking genre. And I was like, but, like, you have to understand, and I will stand by this with my little gamer developer brain, the multiple genre elements that they combine in this game should not work together. It's just absolutely... But they do, because it's a visual novel. Okay, of course, otome game. It would be a super genre. With subgenres of visual novel, the battle system, he was like, holy shit, this is really complex. I'm like, I told you. You reviewed my battle video before I launched it just to give me some feedback, and you were like, are you kidding me? And now that you're playing it, you're like, god damn.
He's like, I gotta go back and reference your battle guide.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, the battle mechanic, it's got, it totally has idle economies in it, you know?
Yes.
With the magnets and everything. It has multiple economies in it.
Almost too many economies. There's too many currencies.
I would
Holy
absolutely... Shit. Well, and when you think... I think you're often thinking of currency as, like, chocolate and... red diamonds and purple like actual
I've got
tickets.
Red diamonds, purple diamonds, chocolate. I've got radiant magnets I got to work on. I've also got memory dust. I've got, like, there's so many things.
But
and gold.
But I think, like, things that get forgotten are like affinity, like just general game playing. Like those things are also economic currencies as well. Is it the best balanced economy? No, some of them could use some work, but the fact that they have so many and it still kind of works is just shocking to me on a full-time basis. So as Syer gets deeper into a lot of these mechanics that get unveiled in the story, so that everyone's aware, he's in Under Deep Space, so the very first chapter set on part 2, the middle of part 2. So he's just, you know, he just let Rafayel fall off the ladder.
That was great. That was so
great.
good. His read on Rafayel was fabulous.
And we're all just sitting like, don't nobody say anything.
No spoilers.
Yeah.
We're still on no spoilers.
So, yeah, we're still on no spoilers. So it's exciting, A, to have someone new come in and play. B, someone who has game development knowledge. And C, just having that male perspective is kind of fun.
Oh, yes. No, especially since watching you two I was like, oh, siblings. Right there.
Leave us alone.
Oh God,
You have your void children. He and I have whatever the fuck we are. I don't know.
Like, look, it's two neurodivergent children having a conversation. There you go.
My favorite part is he's giving Zayne shit. I gotta clip this scene, by the way. He's giving Zayne shit for his sarcasm and wit, and I'm like, bitch, you said that to me 10 minutes before we started the stream. What the fuck? No.
He's projecting because he sees himself.
He's projecting. I'm getting that vibe of like, son, no, don't. I still think he's gonna end up. I think he's gonna be an apple girly.
You know, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to get to that point in the story and to see what he does. Like, I totally understand him being drawn to Xavier right now because I forgot how very little they give you in the beginning.
In the beginning, Xavier gets very little. They give you a lot
by
of Zayne
the
and
end.
Raph.
You're like, I know Xavier. Like, you get so much, but I forgot what a slow reveal.
You don't get Xavier till honestly, shit. Xavier doesn't come back until like part 4.
Yeah, it takes a bit. He's there in periphery, but he's not not front and center again until later. And it's like, I forgot what a slow reveal. And then I was like, well, duh, because I talked about that way in the beginning in terms of who I was gravitating to, that Rafayel and Xavier were slow for me because I needed more meat on the bone. They were so layered. It wasn't until I started collecting more of their cards and getting into their tender moments and stuff where I was like, oh, this is who you guys are. Got it. And it wasn't until like the onions started peeling themselves that I went, oh, okay, cool. You've got dimension. I love this for you. And I love this for me. Excellent. But it does take them a minute. And I don't know whether it's because I understand Zayne's character so instinctually that I feel like he wasn't that big of a reveal in terms of like the depth of him. I always felt like I grasped the depth of him from the beginning. And
we'll probably talk about this today a bit because we are going to roll through some. Zayne's had several cards lately, as has Xavier. Very exciting.
Yes.
What I find interesting about Zayne, and it very much has been odd watching the first chapters again because his vocal difference.
Oh yes, yes.
And his is the most, I think, and that's fine. And it's something we talked through with Syer, but additionally the fact that like he's very upfront about who he is if you know how to look. Like I think one of the reasons I gravitated towards Zayne is it's just as you said. It's like, nope, this is very clearly who you are. You're not hiding it. Most people just don't clock it.
Well, I also feel like he and Sylus are they're the adults in the room. They're the most settled in their skins and like who they are. We joke about healed masculinity in this game a lot. And Sylus and Zayne, I think, are some.
Can you define healed masculinity for the crowd, Mama? You're like, no. Syer.
Not in a 5-second soundbite. Healed masculinity is the way I define it. I'm not going to go diving into the academic gender studies lecture of this right now.
Are you calling me out for my academic?
I'm going to save it for a lore dive, maybe, on what healed masculinity looks like in Love and Deepspace and why it's working.
Ooh, I would like that lore dive.
Here for you, baby. But off the top, what I mean to say is that healed masculinity is, with Sylus, you'll notice, yes, he on the surface gives that typical alpha macho violence rawr thing out the gate, like I'm just gonna kick a bunch of ass, take names, and walk home. But it's on the surface you think, oh, here we go, you know, the alpha bro, like the overly dominant, overly aggressive male trope that we see in media and narrative a lot. But then no, because the violence and the dominance are just a casual side effect. It's not something that he's actively seeking to constantly prove because he's fueled by some inner insecurity. Sylus is very secure in himself and his abilities, what he can do, what he can't do, what he wants, who he is. He is fully like settled into his skin. The violence is a byproduct. And most of the time he's violent because he finds people it's a reminder. It's a, well, you look like you were going to do something and then you failed to do so, and now I'm disappointed because I'm so bored with my ennui in life that I was really hoping for some entertainment and you failed me, and now I'm going to make it hurt because you should have entertained me. It's from a different space. It's less sadism, though he does have moments of sadistic qualities. I'm not taking that away from him. The motivation behind his violence and his dominance is not centered in some performance feature for the other men around him. He's not performing for Luke and Kieran. He's not performing for anybody. Sylus is just existing as he is. And that is something that is very much in a primal state, a predatory state, a violent state that he can possess, but also the softness for MC. It comes down to who it's for. It's not a performance, it's just who he is. Same with Zayne. He's the smartest person in the room. He's been the smartest person in the room since he was a child. And the control in the surgery room, the control in his life, and taking control of situations, he's not performing for Grayson. He's not performing for the other dudes. His motivation is centered around something else internal to his own emotional state. Healed masculinity is about, in the simplest terms for me, about who is the focus of your actions. Are you performing for the other men around you to try and gain male approval, or are you just doing you? And Sylus and Zayne specifically, not that I'm saying Rafayel or Caleb or Xavier are engaged in that aspect, but they also don't, to me, perpetrate the more quote-unquote traditional masculine alpha bro behaviors. So I'm reticent to bring them into that category. None of these boys are performing for the male gaze. They're not performing for men and male validation. They are who they are, in their skin, doing their thing. That's the sum of it. That is how I would define heel masculinity in a non-academic way.
Ooh. Carry on.
Moving on.
Thank you, friend. Look, I'm trying to be the straight man here.
Yeah, that was very convoluted. Sorry. Anyway, Mount Eternal. I don't know.
Simping. Got
Simping.
It. Anyway, going back to character development.
Getting back to character development. I'm interested to see, as Syer goes deeper into the plot and where it goes, who he'll be drawn to as he learns more about Xavier and he learns more about the other boys and their little nuances and their quirks. But God, he was so on point with the initial read. It was just like fabulous. I loved your face on stream like, don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
Nobody say anything in the chat.
Oh, dude, we were all good. I was very proud of everyone for like not spoiling it.
Children, you did wonderfully. Mother was very
You did wonderfully. But yes, so that's been very exciting from this new playthrough perspective. It's also like revealing new things as well. One of the things I did want to mention about that stream, and yes, I will link it with the working audio version. Haha, we have fixed technical issues. We figured it out. Was also, we were talking about kind of the unlimited nature of the game and monetization. And just the point where he was like, God, this is brilliant. And I was like, I know.
Oh, you two were just...
Oh, we were nerding out. There was like a whole, I think a good 10 minutes of like, oh my God, look at the HUD. Look at this thing. This is what gacha is. This is how they do it. And then you have this timeline thing. Which he's like, so it's basically infinite. And we were going back and forth. And
oh yeah, no, it was two people going, these are my interests and hobbies.
You were just alone.
You were totally having this is our special interest, and it was just like two besties having a conversation. I'm like, oh, they're so cute. Look at them.
We were using our special interests to educate you on how the game's gonna take advantage of your wallet if you're spending money. Okay.
True, but it was also just two chipmunks chattering at each other very excitedly, and it was adorable.
We were very excited.
I know, and it was precious. I was like, oh, brother and sister, go at it, go.
Leave me alone. Look, you have Vex. I apparently have Syer. I didn't think I was gonna have a fabulous gay furry as my sibling. I would kill anyone for him.
We protect Syer at all costs.
I know.
Leave our otter alone.
Leave our otter alone. If you don't know what that means, look it up. It's not the kind that hold hands. I fucked that up on stream.
She has to say that because she also learned that it's not the type that holds
No,
hate.
I knew what it was before, but I was so into killing something into Expedition 33 that I was thinking about actual otters.
It's okay,
Not
honey.
bears and otters, like the animals, like the men. Like, you know what? I gotta stop talking.
But the animals, the men. I mean, men
This
can
is,
be
this
animals.
is escalating, and I don't think it's appropriate, and I should go. I should, no. Mm-mm. I'm really sorry. Syer, I'm talking about everything about you on the internet. I'm gonna edit all of this. I'm so sorry. I'm a bad man.
It's okay, precious.
No, it's not. Okay, cool. Zayne, hey, babe. You're the
Awkward
best.
transitions.
Yeah.
So we did the heartfelt memory, and oh my god, it was heartfelt.
Heartfelt.
It was wholesome.
Okay, so
There
before
was
we
joy.
begin, don't jinx it. Do not jinx it.
That's because the fourth myth is coming out. They're gonna fuck us.
Yeah, dude, there's no happiness.
Hey guys, we're about to release Zayne's fourth myth, but before we do, remember how he looks in this one moment, this one glorious moment where he actually smiles with teeth.
I know. All right, so 2 recent, 3 if you count Wander and Wonder, came out. So Zayne, your voice, and of course framed Dusk, which is a part of the login event because they want you to log in for 10 days. Before we do we want to declare which one we liked best, before or after?
Let's go after.
Okay. I love the fact that his parents are the best wingmen ever.
Oh, they're great. I love his parents.
I don't know if you want to bring the card up and just have it chilling. And you can finally take pictures during a picture taking sequence.
I know, I was so excited. I was like,
I thought of you immediately. Which
I was like, I can take pictures.
Does that mean you can do it in the spring memories now too? Like they fixed it in just this one? Or did you check? Did you immediately go back and check?
Oh, I checked.
You haven't leveled it up? Wow.
No, I have not.
It's not 80 and Awakened?
It's not 80 and Awakened yet.
There's no sound, so you guys can look at the pretty. It is adorable. So basic storyline is Zayne has a month of working, as always, so does MC, and they finally get to go on a date with the cutest little car ever. So his parents send him a camera. And I love how it's a vintage camera. Mama, it's a fucking DSLR.
I know!
I was like, it's not vintage! There's no film! Oh my god, I have a 1952 Minolta sitting in my closet. Like, that's what the fucking silver
vintage.
Photography is in my house. But
You're
no,
classic,
this DLSR is fucking vintage. Okay, it's like saying, do you have a 19 in front of your birth year? You're gonna die. Like, that is exactly how I felt when I saw the camera. I'm so sorry. You're old. Oh! Anyway. Okay.
It's right up there when King's like, there was this old TV show, and I'm like, stop talking.
Or when Frost goes, my parents had Advent Children or on DVD. Oh God, baby, my heart stops every time. Stop talking. I'm not that old. Anyway, so they go, are you gonna pick his cute pose or his cool pose? Because the cool pose is fucking hilarious.
Oh, come on.
Do it. Be cute. Be cute. Oh, so good. See, and so now, Mama, if you would like to show off the fact that you can take a photo while you're doing this part, because normally you can't. And you took excellent photos, by the way. I saw them. So you're in Sunset Town. I love the names of their towns. I can't blame them. It's fine. You go on a fun little adventure. He's a Disney princess, and a lamb and a sheep love him, among other animals.
Everywhere he goes.
Everywhere they go.
He takes.
Yes. And from there, you're like working on this. It's this whole element of like, how important are memories versus feelings, which is that's the best picture in the whole thing.
Right there.
Yeah, that one. So cute. Which I think is an interesting aspect, because at this point, and we were discussing it on World Underneath, a lot of people haven't realized, if you haven't played the recent Zayne cards, that Zayne's back at the hospital. Like, he's back to work. And we'll talk about this in a moment because a lot of people are pissed about it. Zayne's like been working. He's kind of like come back to reality a bit after his time off / resignation that was not accepted by AXO.
You gotta love how AXO was like, we took your resignation under advisement and decided to put you on medical leave. It's fine.
Which, appropriate. Man was having a tough time. It was fair.
He was having a day.
Yeah. And what I love about it, aside from his parents wingmanning, is that concept of what are the important memories to catch? Like, how do you remember something? Do you remember a feeling? Do you remember it through a photo? When you look back at your vintage DSLR. It was cute.
I also think there was a commentary about the aesthetics, because right now, not to take this random memory in an otome game and make it deeper than it is, but hi, my name is Mama Void and I'm an overthinker. So here we go. There's also a meditation on, in a society that is currently obsessed with aesthetics, Instagram, TikTok, this obsession with not being cringe. Likes? Everything has to be aesthetically pleasing. Like, what you take photos of and what you show matters. You'll notice he takes pictures of her with her mouth full of food. Like, that's not by the aesthetic.
Way, MC thinking she could beat him in an ice cream eating contest was hilarious to me. I was like, girl, no, I love you.
She's a competitive little creature, and I love that.
She is a competitive creature, but that was not using her full frontal lobe.
No, it was not. It really was not. But the pictures he was taking, like, sure, they were taking pictures of scenery, but the value in the lived in moments, the non-aesthetically pleasing photos, the cringy photos. I love
the crab that grabs his pants. Like,
the crab that grabs his pants. It was so cute.
It was so cute.
Like, this kind of subtle, this subtle messaging of, hey kids, live in the moment. It's not about it's not all about Instagram. It's not all about being aesthetic all the time. Be cringy. Live your life. Have ice cream dripping down your mouth. Shove it all in. Look at us. We're cringy all the time. And I think that's a super important thing to discuss because of the fact in the studies that are coming out about Gen Z and about Gen Alpha and this fear, some of the reports and stuff of the fear of cringe, the stress to be perfect and put together at all times and aesthetically pleasing in your house, your life.
Which is ironic considering these men are perfect.
Look at that man's eyebrows. Flawless.
He waxes.
He waxes.
Manscape. I want to know the Manscape routine. We should ask Syer
actually
about
he
the
threads.
Manscaping routine.
He threads.
You think he threads?
I think he threads. I think he likes the tactile vintageness of it.
Okay, first of all, it is not vintage. Secondly, it does have a little pain factor. So I would say. I also
Zayne likes
like
a little pain.
He likes a little pain.
No, he threads.
Carry on.
He threads. Sylus waxes. Sylus is about precision and efficiency, and that man waxes.
What? And Rafayel just painstakingly manually plucks.
Oh hell yes, yes.
What is? Xavier's got a guy. He just like
Xavier wakes up.
It's fucking Jeremiah.
Look,
no, it's Jeremiah at the fucking florist, just like ripped with some wax.
Are you kidding me? Xavier thinks his eyebrows are naturally like that because he has no idea that Jeremiah in his nap time is just like rip.
I'll handle it, babe.
It's fine. I got you, boo. Besties. Got to make sure that
I don't wax her eyebrows in her sleep. I want to be very clear.
No.
She's got a fabulous lady if anyone in the Pacific Northwest needs eyebrows done. I just want to be clear.
I maintain. Look, I made it out of the 90s with
my
eyebrows. Why are the overplucked brows coming back? Don't do it, children. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't embrace the natural. Embrace thick eyebrows. It's fine. It won't come back. But
Learn from our DSLR era. Keep your eyebrows. It's okay to manscape and ladyscape, but don't get rid of them. There's makeup for that.
Look, and then Caleb was like, I'm going to laser it. We're going to do it once. I got shit to do.
Oh, yeah. No, legit. And it's a laser
Caleb was straight up like, we're lasering.
It's a laser he fucking built. Because he's like, I wonder if MC would like this.
He did. He had to test it on himself. And then, because he's not going to let anything he didn't build touch her. So it's like, cool, I'm going to design this, use it on me. Fabulous. Honey, look what I got you. Saves you money. Totally
Never have to shave again. Anyway. This is turning into a very interesting discussion. We'll talk about other manscaping parts later. That's a lingering lust discussion because they don't have anything on their body or legs. I just want to be clear. Or arms. Or all you know what? Carry on. I'm getting out of hand.
Anyway, manscaping aside, because yes, those eyebrows are fucking flawless. Cringe, people. Be cringy. Live your life. Do you.
Talk about manscaping onto the
Talk
internet.
about manscaping with your bestie on a podcast and then debate about who's threading and who's not. Like,
there are important things to know, okay?
Life is short.
Really clear. We're on a wet rock in space, hurling towards entropy. And that's why I love Zayne. And I really hope those rumors of him being the Grim Reaper in the next fucking thing are real. I'm like, yeah! Give me the end of life! Show these children where entropy leads. The universe is in chaos, and this is how it will end. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
With a beautiful man showing you the little death.
If that's where you want to go with it, sure. But no.
You're like, no, I was more interested in just like the fog rolling through and ending everyone's life.
Yeah, no, we have different.
This is an otome game. I need you to focus.
You're like, look at his eyebrows. Stop looking at the murder shenanigans.
Look at all these innocent people dying.
I love the lore.
A little bit more.
Okay, I'll look at his ass.
Lore? I care about the lore. His dick?
No, that is not the lore! God! The forbidden macaroon is not it!
That's the stripper named Darren.
Nope, that's his
we're calling it the lore. When he's an emissary, it's the lore. He's spreading his word.
Okay, no, this is not okay. Look at the cuteness on the screen. How could you? God damn it. That's not how the emissary takes care. Shuba is like, I think you misunderstood, emissary. I don't think you understood what I meant. When
I said go forth and spread the word, that's not what I meant.
It's like, it's a word. You didn't specify
it is a word. It is a seed. It is a deed.
Oh, okay. No, carry on. Nope, bad garden path. This is a bad garden path. I do not like this garden path.
I do not like this garden path, Sam. I am
uncomfortable with the path that we are gardening.
I want to go back to manscaping. Not this
I feel better at manscaping. I'm pretty sure they all shave their armpits, but do the same process. Like, there's two of them sugaring their pits. Don't you worry. It's fine. This is fine.
You know, organic body butter. Maintenance is key. Exfoliation, kids.
Is that an evil organic body butter?
Oh, come on. You think Rafayel's going to use fucking processed shit? He's making that crap organically. He's like...
He's making it from the sea.
He is. He's like, we're going to do a fresh scrub with sea salt that I totally got myself.
Yep.
That shit's all organic.
Yeah.
Zayne's like, I got hypoallergenic stuff. We're fine. Sylus is like, I don't know. It cost a lot, so it must be good. Here you go.
Mm-hmm. So back on your speech of decringing, or are we good?
You okay, bestie?
Nope.
So tell me about the lore. Tell me about the rabbits. Tell me about the
Nope.
memory. What did you think?
It was great. I love the squeaky toy in the car.
Seriously, we do not have enough cute, adorable AI, like,
more than
GPS
Otto.
things.
We need more cute.
We need more than
GPS.
Otto. That Helio thing was great. If you squeeze me and I break, it's not my fault.
And he's like, I'm a doctor. It's fine. Squeeze.
That was so good.
That was my favorite part. He's like, you'll be fine.
Oh, that voice came on and I was like, Cherub Satan.
Leave me alone. I didn't record.
Bestie, is that you?
If you squeeze me, I won't be able to give you directions on how to manscape your pits.
Okay, I think we should talk her out the next. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. No, okay. I have a bone to pick with this fucking memory.
Mm-hmm.
I have some feelings.
Tell me about your feelings.
Like, this is adorable and sweet, but the spice.
What? Okay, wait, I'm sorry. Excuse me. This is your bone to pick?
My bone to pick. I got emotional whiplash. He's doing the call from the future and responding to her. They're having meaningful eye contact. I'm fucking sobbing.
He almost jumped her 2 times before he actually jumps her at the end. And yes, Jasmine's, he jumps her at the end.
Oh, he jumps her. Like, look, there was some lovely heat, and there's the holding back because he can't hear, and he's scared that if he can't hear, then he can't, like, she can't safe word out. And so, you know, he's being a good dom and making sure that his sub is safe. So he's like, we can't do anything, boo, but I'm going to tease you a little. But then, like, we're doing the thing at the end. He picks up the phone. They're having the conversation. Now, I chose the one where she's talking to him in the present, not in the future. And he's responding to that. And it's so emotional. I'm crying. It's so adorable and sweet. And I'm like, you're so fucking husband coded. I'm going to marry you so hard. And then the screen goes black. And the next minute I'm getting fucked into the mattress. And I'm like, I still have tears and snot running down my fucking face. I was not prepared. I didn't have any warning. We went from this.
There was a lot of warning, babe. I don't know. If I got the signs, then it was a lot of warning.
I was sitting there like, this is so awesome. Like, oh, this is great. We're emotionally connecting. And God, he's so husband coded. Blackout. And then he's blowing my back out. And I was like, wait a minute. I'm still emotionally recovering. Hold on. The breathing. No, I'm not ready.
Oh my God. Wait, the title of this episode is going to be Blackout to Blowing Back Out.
I'm back on our bullshit. I'm back on my bullshit.
I can't. I need you to stop. I never would have guessed it was a Zayne memory that was going to get you from the man who does neither silent or a poem. You are surprised.
I wasn't surprised. I was just like, this is
Zayne's really obvious and you didn't pick this up.
I was fighting hard at the beginning. I was like, okay, we had some light spice. I wasn't expecting to go from a very emotional connecting moment.
It was a very emotional release fuck, okay?
And then dark, and then
very husband code.
And it just like Jesus. I still have tears on my face.
Is the smacking sound him railing you? Or yes! What was that?
I want to share all your burdens. And bam! I want to hear
I
all
know
your
you're not
feelings.
A Jasmine girly.
Give
you're not
give
really
me
a
all your
Jasmine
feelings.
girly.
And I was like, look, give me a minute to wipe my face. Jesus.
was before you're taking your back out.
Blackout to blow my back out.
I don't think we need to say anything else about the car. Because I need like 10 minutes to recover from it.
Like, it's such a great memory. It's so good. I highly recommend it. But Jesus Christ, I was like, wait a minute. I still have snot and tears on my face. Wait, Zayne, wait, baby, hold on. Yellow, not red. Yellow, not red. Just hold 1 second. Let me wipe my face. I'm down for this cause. We can feel our feelings. Did you just fucking mute? You boo, you whore. Get back on here. You don't get to mute.
Don't you worry. Don't worry. There's no silence from you. Oh my god.
Oh, but I mean, it was so good. It was so good.
Okay.
So what were your thoughts?
So talking about the memory, I loved it. This is actually one of my favorites, and I like it better of the two, honestly.
Me too, actually.
The premise is that essentially, you know, Zayne's off doing work, research, helping out. He gets an injury, and so he loses his hearing for a couple of weeks. And MC gives him shit because he's terrible at taking care of himself. Kettle black. But it's a very interesting exploration, aside from getting your back blown out. God damn it, Mama. It's an interesting exploration of spending time with someone in silence. Mm-hmm. And he talks about how his other senses are kind of enhanced, but like I love the scene where they're just sitting there reading and she like cuddles into his lap. It's very domestic. And there's like so 3 spicy sequences. It's not a surprise. But I thought one of the things
one
that was
at the end was a total whiplash. I was
was
all about the shower.
It was not.
Oh my god! When the second time when he was like, "I must pull away so I don't hurt you,"
I was like, "No, you don't.
Get back here! No, get back here! I will throw your ass back on this bed and straddle you. Don't you dare! You finish what you started, sir. You don't leave till the plate is fucking clean. You don't walk out that door. Jesus, get into a shower, bitch. I will follow you.
You don't leave until the plate is clean between your legs.
Damn straight.
Jesus, I'm trying so hard. Oh, mother of cupcakes. Anyway, what the fuck was I? I'm losing it. So anyway, you're doing.
It was an excellent
together.
meditation and intimate, and you know.
It's an excellent meditation and intimacy. Yes, and. I like a couple of people in our Discord, and I've seen some other like videos online. People are like, "Oh my god, he's deaf," or "I'm not sure what I would do if I ever had a partner who had lost their hearing." And I was laughing a little bit because I was like, "Man, I've lost my hearing twice from injuries. One time was with you, Mama, actually."
Yep.
Do you remember when I couldn't hear for 2 weeks because my eardrums got blown out? Thanks, Splash Mountain. Not my back, my eardrums. When I took you to Disney for your college graduation, yeah.
We're gonna have to clarify that real quick.
My eardrums blew out. It was not great. One got bruised, the other burst. It was fun. Water's bad.
Splash Mountain just was too much for you.
It was too much, but I can handle a man's emotional whiplash to my ass.
It was totally fine. You were like,
as I've gotten older.
Olive oil. What?
You thought I was nuts, and now you know I'm right. Anyway, scientifically proven. And what I find very interesting about it is says the sound bath meditation girl. It is a bit of a meditation on silence and existing within the world, and needing like, what do you need? And I love the fact that he basically says, even though I couldn't like physically hear your voice, I could always hear you. You know?
Yes.
Which I was like
imagining your voice, I think is the line.
I was imagining your voice. And so I thought it was super sweet, a lovely study on intimacy and domesticity, and apparently going from blackout to back out. So I whatever I was gonna say has been trumped by that. I can't. had other things. It was fine.
What other things we can talk about?
I don't fucking remember now. I'm dying. But yeah, I was, for the card itself, I was not expecting any spice. And then they like dribble a little bit in the beginning. And then you get that scene where, as you mentioned, he walks away and you're like, no. But
back here.
Captain Control. You know, he only tried to kill you once when he was 12. It was fine.
He's
just
fine.
scared he's
I
gonna
will
kill
feed
you
him a
again.
fucking liqueur. It's cool.
And then he follows through at the end. And I was like, okay, this is that kind of memory. I was not expecting that. This is neither silent nor a poem.
Oh no, it's neither silent nor a poem. And it's like, oh, hello.
I mean, it comes full circle on his whole hue, like between lingering lust. Shut up. I'm trying. We're going to circle back around and ping him on that. No. But between silent poem, lingering lust, and this, he's got a thing for your voice.
Oh, he absolutely has a thing for the voice. But yes.
Fuck.
You okay, bestie?
Nope, I can see the thumbnail for this episode now. Done. Zayne from Blackout to Back Out. It was so good. Okay, before I totally lose it, on the previous Zayne memory, there was a lot of people who were super pissed about MC's face getting covered by the camera.
Oh yes.
What were your thoughts on that?
So here's the thing.
Do you care?
I kind of care. I worked hard on her face. I worked hard. I love my MC is fucking cute.
Your MC is fucking cute. So cute he's gonna blow your back out.
So cute he's gonna blow my back out. He's gonna lick his plate clean.
Scott fuck.
I am minorly irritated about it, to be brutally honest. Am I gonna throw a fit over it and quit the game? No. But I'm hoping.
From your perspective, are you MC or is MC a character that you are watching?
I tend to view MC as a character that I'm watching, honestly. In the story. When I'm doing stuff like going on play dates, taking photos, that's me. She's my stand-in there. I tend to view her very much as a character that is my vehicle into the story. I see, and this is probably why I'm able to be a harem girly as much as I am and be so invested in all the boys and all the relationships, because to me, she reads very differently in all 5 of those relationships.
She does. I think she does. Absolutely.
If she was a full reader insert, we would be deciding what she says the entire time. Like if you took, for example, Dragon Age Origins, that is player insert, because I decide literally every single line of dialogue. That's me. I get to choose. I get to choose the dialogue. I get to choose how things play out, good, bad, or whatnot. That's not what's happening here. I do get occasional choices in what I say, like cool pose versus cute pose, but the decisions that define MC as a character, I do not have control over that. So I don't read her as a traditional reader insert. I read her as a character that I'm watching. And that I am emotionally invested in, who I can use to put myself within the world. But yeah, it's why I don't mind her face. Also, even if she were a true reader insert, that's my fucking avatar. I want to be able to take screenshots of my face with his face, doing face things.
I want to do face things.
I want to interface.
You're full of it. I want to. Oh my god!
Dawnbreaker
my
deserves tongue.
Dawnbreaker does deserve tongue.
He does. With his lore spreading his word.
God, no.
But I understand that there are those who do fully view MC as that is me. But I don't want to see her face because it isn't me, kind of a thing. And I to a degree, I understand that. But on the other hand, I'm like, look, the game is there, the face is there in pretty much every other existence. Like, Give me my fucking face.
Mhm.
That'd be one thing if that scene was there for the for like the trailer. I can understand covering it for the trailer of the card
Mhm.
as a sell point, but then when you get into the actual memory, you get to see your face.
Mhm.
This bothers me, and I really hope this is not the new precedent. I really do. I want to see the character that I have created and that I've invested in get to be cute on screen for me. And I'm really, really concerned because there were discussions, and I don't know how much is true, but there were discussions that part of the reason why we don't get a lot of voiced MC lines anymore was because certain parts of the community, the same parts of the community that bitched about her face, bitched about the voice and didn't want to hear, they wanted a silent protagonist.
Mhm.
And I'm like, cool, can we make that a toggle feature? Because I also worked really hard on her vocal tone and I'm proud of it. And they can't keep the subtitles at a decent speed to begin with, so let's just have voiced lines and move on. I don't feel like I'm in a small minority about this. And cool, make it a toggle for the voice. Like you can toggle her voice being on or off. I think that would be a really simple compromise that lets all of us who want to actually hear our voice hear it, and those of you that don't. Cool, I'm not going to yuck your yum on it, but I would like to hear it. I would like to hear the voice. I would like to see it voice acted, and I think that we shouldn't be removing MC's face from my own personal stance. And
Mhm.
I'm curious what you think about it, because I don't. I'm like, oh god, let this be a one-off, because I hate it.
I'm I could care less either way, honestly.
Mm.
Yes, I have absolutely worked hard on my MC's face and her voice, and I wish we got more of it, of course. I don't know if it is minimized for the fact that people bitched about it. This game is 40 gigs. Like, that's a lot more to add.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so there's like one part that I think is a development aspect. I agree with you. I wish we had the choice to toggle it on and off. I think that would be a very good quality of life update.
Yes, because you've seen me try
Because
to read, and those subtitles go. So there's certain points where they just go bam, and so I have to like stop, pause, hit the bottom left just so I could read what the hell happened
mhm.
because her lines go so
um,
fast.
yeah, so I mean that's I would love to just there's a whole discussion. We'll save this for next week about disability in this game, how it is
Mm-hmm.
not very accessible. So, from that perspective, I'm like, there's a lot of just quality of life updates, accessibility updates, a lot of stuff that I think the game could do just to widen its audience a bit and just be more
Mm-hmm.
supportive of its current player base. When
Mm-hmm.
it comes to whether or not I see or hear my MC's voice, I think of my character as just a character in a game,
Yeah.
like any other game that I play. From a development perspective, I was like, oh, that was actually pretty smart, you know? Like an interesting way to hide her face because they do it in some shady ways in other memories where it's like, oh
Well,
no,
yes, because
she's fading into the dark.
they did like the one that immediately crops to mind, which I don't mind in like the face art.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This one. So this one I thought was a really, um,
Yeah.
really, really fun way to like hide her face in
Mm-hmm.
the generic in the universal art of the card.
And
That's
see,
cool.
like, I think that's interesting. But here's where the problem comes is like from an accessibility and diversity standpoint, we have the issue of like skin tone, look, hair,
Yes.
design, all of that. I much rather would have just had them just put Sylus there. That card bothers me very much, actually. That's my show her face or take her out. It's weird.
Mm.
That's just like a ugh to me. I'm a little bit in the boat of shit or get off the pot on MC's face. I'm like, are we gonna do this or are we not? Why do you have me do all this? But like, I could care less either way. I was kind of hoping that when they did the flip around, we would see it on like the little screen, you know?
Yes, that would have been super cute. I
That would
was
have been
like, at
cute.
first, I was like, okay, the viewfinder's open so they can see themselves. I can work with this. But it really did, in the end, kind of leave me with a feeling of we're just straight up hiding her face. And I'm like, oh God, please don't. do that in every other memory.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't. I like my face. I want to see my face with Zayne and Sylus and Rafayel and Caleb and Xavier. I mean, as I said, it's not something I'm going to quit the game over, and it will be probably something I maybe mention in a survey in terms of like, hey, FYI, but it's not something where I'm like, rah! It's just okay, this was irritating. I'm not a fan of it, and I really hope you don't do it going forward. But if you do, oh well. But I also see what you're saying in terms of color tone for skin tone. When you have a default MC in the images for the different memories, it kind of does break that immersion, because any player who is not a friend of Casper like myself, where I blend into the white walls, I'm a Victorian ghost child just going down the hallway. If you are someone who is blessed with the glory of melanin, it's gonna very much take you out of the fantasy of it when you see that image, because you're like, that's not what I look like, and that's not what my character looks like. So I can see that, and I agree with you on that factor. When it comes to the card art, just leave it to the boys, so that you can, that way when you enter the memory, you don't lose that immersion and you don't lose that fantasy of your character.
Exactly. That's all I had. Don't let him blow your back out.
So what's our fun fact? I believe it is time for our unhinged sign off.
I believe at first it is time to say thank you to our members.
Oh yes, that's true. Yes.
So thank you to Stacey's PR department.
It is a full fucking department.
We have a barista. We don't use a Keurig. Anyway.
We have standards here.
We do. And this month's freebies are an Xavier and a God of Annihilation wallpaper available to you. And you're doing your lore drop coming up, right?
Yep. I'm going to have that up in a couple of days.
Nice. So thanks, members. You're fabulous. You too can be a member of Love and Deepspace and listen to all of our weirdness, including a free live, well, it's not free because you're a member, but a live recording.
You're doing so well, babe.
I was doing great. Next week, I believe we're going to do our live recording episode, which will be fun.
Yes. We'll have
it's always chaos. We do love it. All right. And this was me buying time for an unhinged fun
I was
fact.
like, let's get real about what you really want.
Shut up! I'm just trying. I'm still cracking up about Blackout to back.
Let's see. And what was your podcast episode about? Manscaping.
It's terrible.
Lore is the new dick joke for the name of the emissary's dick.
Jesus.
Blackout to back out.
No, let's not.
With some really cogent and very interesting conversation points about disability in games.
Excellent.
And don't fear the cringe.
So there's a couple of options.
Oh, I love options. Speak to me of options.
And many of them,
are about
I feel like
backouts.
One fits us exceptionally well. And the other two just make me laugh.
I mean, making you laugh is perfectly reasonable. It doesn't have to be thematically on point as long as it makes you laugh.
The day this episode comes out is also World Friendship Day, or International Day of Friendship. So,
bestie!
See? Bestie! Everyone hug your bestie, whether in person or digitally. If you don't have a bestie where you can talk about manscaping, forbidden macaroon dick jokes, or blowing your back out after a spicy video, I hope one falls into your lap as well. Also, July is just a month of food because it's also National Cheesecake Day today. In addition to being Cheese Sacrifice Day. I don't even want to get into that with National Lasagna Day.
She's like, I know where Mama's gonna go. We're gonna blow past this.
We're gonna blow past this. It's also for you Caleb girlies. Wednesday was National Chicken Wing Day. So hug your bestie, eat some chicken wings, let Zayne blow out your back. How's that?
And remember, folks, don't let your partner leave until they clean their plate.
See? Wrapped it together. I have to go cry now. All right. Till next time, friends. Like, subscribe, blow out your back.
Random Japanese Yakuza voice at the end.
I'm shutting the recording off. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you again next week and see what else I can do to traumatize Nikki now that we're back on our bullshit. Bye.